Okay, I'm going to do another gear review right now, and this time it is trekking poles, and these are the Mountainsmith Pyrite 7075 trekking poles. These are not the ones that fold up into 4 or 5 sections. Those are called Z poles if you want to search those, and if you're willing to pay the extra freight for that. These only go down when they're telescoped in to 25 inches, 25, 27. And so you got to keep that in mind, because you may not want them sticking up above the top of your pack if you strap them to the side, especially if you have a pocket that you slide them into, then that can be a real problem. And a lot of packs do have a side pocket that you can slide these types of poles into. So keep that in mind if you are looking for trekking poles and you're not going to use them the whole time when you're out and about. So these are a really economical choice for people that are looking for trekking poles. You want to go with the 7075 aluminum. The other one is 6061. It is not as strong, it's not as durable, and you're more likely to bend or break it. It'll dent easier as well. So go with 7075. That's worth paying for. I believe the retail price on these is $65, but you can buy them as cheap as $30, more than 50% off sometimes. So check that out, search for them and look for a really good price. Unfortunately, this model only comes in this color, but as you can see, the shafts, which have graduations on them for the length, also are just the metal color of the 7075 aluminum. And these actually go quite long. They go out to 55 inches, which is a very long pole, and it's much longer than a lot of your Z poles that fold up. And you watch for that if you're taller, because I'm 6'1", and some poles just don't fit. They don't work for me. And the way you test them is you put them on the ground and you hold the the spike end like that, and you want your forearm to be about level, maybe slightly elevated. And that's how you set the length of a trekking pole. If you want to know how to use trekking poles, well, it kind of just comes with using them. But if you want techniques that'll help you save more energy, go online, go on YouTube or whatever, TikTok, and look for technique of using trekking poles. Now they say, and you can tell when you use them, that you save about 25% of your energy, or maybe you go 25% further on the same energy with trekking poles. They take a lot of strain off of your joints, off of your knees, your ankles, your hips, especially when you get older. And as you can see, they're very easy to adjust. You just pull on this, or you can pull on this and it adjusts out. But when you're pulling down on this hoop, which you want it, it's flipped around because you want it to go around your wrist like that, and so you can hold it, and it supports your weight on the strap. When you're pulling down on this, the adjustment doesn't change at all. It's really sturdy, and this one actually has a partially cork grip, which is a big deal too for people that sweat a lot like me, because you'll slip on rubber. So this cork, modified cork, whatever it is really good because it absorbs and helps evacuate the moisture. So get one that also has a cork grip. And if you want these poles out, you can just use a center punch or something and pound this pin out, and you can just take out the little mechanism here and the whole strap if you just don't want them at all. You don't want to have straps. I like straps because they support your weight, so you don't have to grip it as hard. And then also you can just let them hang when you want to like do something with your hands. You just drop the pole and let it hang there. and then you don't drop them onto the ground. But the way these adjust, I like this mechanism. This is a double cam, and it tells you which way to twist there. This is a double cam, and it's quite easy to adjust. And you could always put some lithium grease in there if you want it to be even smoother. And this double cam system that Mountainsmith has is very stout. Like, it really, really holds these poles. And I put my entire weight on. I weigh over 200 pounds. And I put my entire weight vertically on these, and they do not slip. So, and I like twist because you can slide them into pockets or a pack or a suitcase or whatever. They don't catch on things when you're sliding the pole into your bag, whatever you're carrying. If it's your hiking pack, you may not want to take it off. You just want to slide the pole into it and put it on the side of your pack. Now, it's a little harder if you have the baskets on, which they come off. They have a little notch here, so you don't have to have these baskets on. But they are. Let's see if I can show that to you. There's a little notch that I won't go to the trouble right now, but you can just like knock these off, and then if you're walking just on hard ground, you don't need the mud baskets. I walk in the mud a lot, so it's one of the reasons I don't wear hiking tennis shoes, because I get my boots dirty and muddy all the time, almost every day. So anyways, and this is a carbide tip, which really keeps the tip from wearing out. It's very, very hard steel that's carbon treated. And then the whole tip too, supposedly is you can change this out if you break it off, if you stick it in a crack and it breaks off. These also have a shock absorption system, which is a little bit hard to demonstrate, and I don't want to. It comes with these tips too. This is to hold the poles, so that's nothing, but you know that too. But these little tips, so you can put these on as well if you're walking on pavement. So this has a shock absorbing mechanism in it, which you can see right there. See the way it impacts down. So I think it's in that second section. So let's tighten that up a little bit and see if you can see it better. Yeah, see that? You have to put a lot of weight on it to do that, but that really helps with when you're swinging the poles forward and planting them, the impact is absorbed. So just less stress on joints and all those other things. And then this little holder here is just so you can also just clip them together. Sorry about all the banging. You know, that allows you to hold them with the baskets on. So probably clip it down here too. Not really. But anyways, you get the point. So that's them all the way. That's all the way retracted. So that's about what you get. And once again, this is your overall pole, which is really a great durable companion for your hiking. I just couldn't believe it the first time I used trekking poles, how much further I could go. And also I don't know if everybody will do this, but I go a lot faster because you're planting the poles and kind of pushing off. So you're getting a much more balanced workout. You're balancing all this exercise for your legs and below from the waist down with some exercise for your obliques, your abs, and your arms. And you actually notice, I walk about 5 miles a day, usually some sort of a hike up and down hills, and you certainly notice if you do any kind of a hill that you get a better workout with trekking poles, a more balanced workout. So actually, I don't even consider walking a workout really. It's just daily exercise, but it feels like almost a workout when you use trekking poles, which I very, very strongly recommend. Now this pole does not come with snow baskets. It only has those mud baskets that it comes with. So keep that in mind, but I think any snow basket will fit on these if you're out in the snow. And just for your information, there's the I don't know if I can focus that close, but there it is. And there's your specs on this pole. So that's what the front looks like. Doesn't look like anything. But you know, you can go ahead and search these, and right now I think I only paid $30 for these. Can't guarantee you can get them for that price, but that's about a third of what most trekking poles cost. Unfortunately, if you want to get a Z pole that folds up and is only maybe that long, when it's all folded up, they have a cable that goes through them, and when you drop them down, you use gravity to straighten them, and then you lock out the cable that goes all the way through, like tent poles. And those are really stiff too, especially if you go with a 7075 aluminum. They're going to be, you know, pretty durable, but there's a lot more, you know, things going on inside those things, more things to break. They're going to probably weigh more because they have all these sections and they have to overlap, and then they have the cable inside. Now, if you really are concerned about having light gear, my first piece of advice for you is lose weight. It doesn't make any sense to shave grams off of your gear unless you're competing. You know, to me, it's just absurd. But if you get tired, your arms get tired, okay, I get it. Or if you just got to have the lightest gear, or you're backpacking, so you're stacking gear on gear on gear on gear, and you don't want to get tired, I get it. You get graphite then. But realize that graphite's very, very fragile, and you can break it really quite easily, especially by banging the side of it on a rock. So a lot of poles have the lower section aluminum to protect them, and the upper sections are graphite for the weight. But you'll see if you look them up, they're not a lot. They're not very much lighter. And since you're holding these most of the time, and you're using them as a tool, especially when you're carrying a heavy pack, because that's where they really benefit you, a couple of grams is not going to matter. I agree that you want to get your weight of your pack down because it's hard on your hips and your knees and your ankles and your feet. But this is not one of those things I would skimp on. There's very few things that I really, really want to be strong, very hard to break, and durable, because I don't want to buy new trekking poles every season. And with 7075 aluminum, I think you're pretty safe, and you're going to be pretty happy with the performance overall. So start with these because they're so much cheaper. You can pay up to $250 for, Lecky, or one of the other high-end brands. There's a lot of them. Lecky, Laki, is one of the most popular ones. The other hiking companies, European especially, they all make, Gribble makes hiking poles. Of course, Mountainsmith, Mountainsmith, and then Cascade makes the ones they sell at Costco, which you can get 2 sets there for around $80, but that's still more than, it's double and 2.5 times as expensive as just buying a $30 pair of these if you can get them on sale. So anyways, be careful not to spend too much money on trekking poles until you know exactly what you want and what you like. And all that said, good luck out there, have fun hiking, and stay safe. Talk to you later.